But it was just concerned about having a mess aboard itself.
I mean, I kind of get that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd threaten to kill anyone who wanted to bring flesh monsters aboard me.
Yeah,
For sure. So you let it
but
slide
I
for
mean,
now.
to
Strike
her
one, I'm
AI
sure.
sensibilities, aren't we all flesh monsters?
Possibly.
Aboard him.
Um, but the encounter with the flesh monsters got your stowaways talking a little bit more. They'd already told you that you'll be well reimbursed for all this cargo you're recovering. They were themselves were on a salvage mission. Not told you what they were looking for, but they were very interested in a nice, shiny, pressurized crate of originally 60, now only 58 pneumo-hypo vials. Unlabeled, more than a company serial number. But
Yup.
having survived the flesh monsters and your own rogue AI, you carried on your way. They guided you to where you could drop them off in the nearest system, Betacome Berenices, and the station itself never got properly named because it had been lazy. It has now been named, and it is Betacome Berenices 4 Vort Terminal.
Bort? Who names their son station Bort?
Vort.
Come here, Bort.
No, my station is also named Vort. You've broken me. Good timing. But Yosh, it's a conglomerate-run station of the Vasic, Orion, and Taurus corporations. Orion's a crappy human federation. Human Solar Federation company
Okay.
with an interest in this station as of the past about 40 years. And
Also, our ship tried to kill us a second time.
kind of did, yeah. It sent a coded message immediately after
right.
you initiated comms with these people, saying like, "Oi up, I might have got hideous flesh monsters aboard me. You should kill them all," or something to that effect. I don't think it said that you should kill them all.
And then, as we got off the ship, there was a whole shitload of heavily armed motherfuckers.
Yeah, you had a press gang waiting for you. We fancy high-tech rifles pointed at your face, and that's about where we left it off.
I do remember that I had put my hands up and been like, all right.
Bravely deciding that he, not the scary murder alien, would be the one to speak to them.
Mm-hmm. That did sound smart. And yeah, I just need to switch out a recap mode and switch into real-time mode, yeah? Okay. I think I'm there.
Whoop!
I might be having a stroke. I might have managed it.
You really just need to make yourself a button.
Reset button.
Yeah, that'd be useful. I don't know where I'd put it though.
No, just like, on your macros bar, just make a button that you can push.
I've not got my major surgical procedure neural link yet.
Well, no, that's more like psychology.
Okay. Oh, I see. Let's
Yeah.
do it. GM, I think I'm finally getting it. And you are the captain of this vessel.
Am indeed.
So you sent us this message.
What message?
Points up on a hollow screen between the two of you. It's being projected from somewhere about his body. And it's the message the ship sent saying possible hostile biological contaminant aboard.
Yeah, I absolutely am the person that sent that message.
Acting.
My IQ is 13.
Oh, you can put skill notes now.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
There's also the ID, so you can make fancy macros if you're so inclined. I'm scared for what Z Warrior's going to produce. I saw him excitedly respond in the thread on the forum for this character sheet.
So do they believe him?
Good. You have company assets aboard. He's kind of looking over your shoulder. Silo, I want to say.
If he switches back to the ship, we'll be able to see their names.
Yeah, let's just gather up at the bottom floor.
Silor,
Silo's
Pavel,
one.
God, Veska.
Yeah. Veskex is the guy in charge. And he will step forward and say yes. He's got the crate that you'd handed him back.
Okay.
Will you submit to a full biological scan? All of you non-company personnel. Well,
How do you know the? Sorry, go on.
I say biological. It is a rather invasive procedure.
I mean, I gotta be honest, like, I'm good with that after that mess.
Having seen this creature, I do not think a scan is necessary for me. And Ural will kind of bump against himself to indicate that he's not quite fleshy, mostly.
Mm-hmm. Just need to make a GM check. Preliminary scans indicate most of you are non-biological anyway. Most of you are majorly non-biological. He's frowning. Have you got body language, John Smith?
Also, I should point out I'm not as cybernetic as...
Oh, not as you used to be, maybe.
Yeah, like, I've only got... Like, honestly, I got a few things...
Oh, yeah, no, the main stuff I was thinking of is not there anymore. Disregard my past comments. I can see that you, though, sir, Mr. Scary Robot Thing. Less invasive scans may suffice. Company assets, step forward, please. Veskex and...
I'm gonna put my arm up and, like, block him.
Okay.
Like, yeah, hold on. We got business to talk about first.
Shrewd of you, of course.
You see, thing is, I have rescued your goods, and your people, and we were told that reasonable compensation might be in order.
Are you a company registered contractor?
Oh no. We had to fix some repairs on our ship and noticed that there was still a pressurized hull. So we did our
Dentist.
darndest to rescue the people
Did you do a duty?
we found on there. Oh no, I'm totally lying through my teeth.
I'll take
Do you want me to roll another?
acting or fast talk. You could justify that you just like, oh yeah, we were out there tiddling with his wadgers and.
Yeah. And
Oh, look
so
at that! A roll note has appeared.
Yes, might as well.
Stop snuggling, Ural. It's creepy. He snuggles back a bit. Not you, Dean. Compensation can be arranged, but we would require inventory of rescued goods.
I'm sure by this point I've made a file of it.
Yeah, give me freight handling. You already gave me one back when you loaded it all on. Don't give me
maybe
anything.
What if that was just loading it? Like I had a shitload of spare time.
Yeah, it's been a week. You've got to do something
Yeah.
to keep your mind occupied. I imagine you walked through and like catalogued everything, gave it little descriptions if it weren't specifically
Yeah,
labeled.
I mean that roll I could have taken a day inventorying this whole thing and
He raises an eyebrow and looks at Veskex, who kind of just nods at him. And he says, And then he turns to the side and like presses his hand to his cyber suit. A representative will be down shortly. In the meantime, you may begin unloading cargo that you have returned for us. Should you wish.
The examination?
We would still like to examine all of you. But if you must insist on waiting until you have negotiated the release of these company assets.
well, I consider myself a nice and trusting guy. But unfortunately, running a spaceship's not a inexpensive adventure or venture, so just gonna play on the air of safety here, and we'll wait for the negotiations.
And I am not qualified to negotiate. So
That's
it will be
fair,
a few
that's fair.
moments. And he kind of
Yeah.
steps back and makes a hand gesture at his troops.
Hey, are you hungry? I got fresh fruit on here. I can get one of our robots to fetch it.
We're on duty.
Okay, suit yourself.
And we
And
would
I'll, like,
prefer
pull out
your
an app.
ship be idle at this moment. Oh,
It's
that's it.
idle.
I need to get my... Yeah, it is fairly idle. You've not heard it say out in a while. Which is rare. I've not got my PDFs open. What a noob. But I did mean to look up what kind of ship-off devices they may have. Because those would probably be useful to say that the person who plays the ship is not here. But they'll make you wait 10 minutes, all eyeing you fairly suspiciously. They did not respond to your food question. Much.
Okay.
Aral
just, like,
heard
munching an
the
apple.
Seaboids. He'll herd them away from the entrance back inside.
Hiss. Hiss. A human arrives.
Okay.
Have I got a token? Oh no. I know I've been banned from using round tokens, but I might have to.
I don't care. Ban you from that.
It were you. You banned me from it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why aren't you opening my library, Roll20?
It was probably just a joke.
Roll20's gone all weird. In the way that it shows you your uploads and what have you. I'm having to go quite far back. By scrolling. This is useless. The Seaboys heard back happily.
Yeah, I mean, we've been treating them like, paid passengers.
Where did all these cool guys come from? I must be in Nirvana. Okay, this guy'll do. I like him. Greetings, sirs. Solar Common is preferred, yes?
Yeah. Works just fine.
How much of your face have you got on show?
I mean, I'm still behind, like, a massive beard, glasses, and a hat.
Okay.
My eyes are visible.
I don't think the helmet can see inside much.
Are you there and wearing your armor?
Yeah.
Okay, I should have really asked that. It's like,
I thought we were all together.
Well, we dragged our tokens back on.
Oh. Let me move it.
keep your thug at bay, please. And what is this? You're quite
We're
well
at the
equipped.
ramp ever. Far right.
Yeah, I've just takes a lot to scroll.
Were you almost there and then I pinged you back?
No, I can't select it.
Just drag a new one on.
Yeah. You just need tokens of yourselves on every floor. It's like the ultimate fix.
Sorry. Moving over there. Oh, I'm just gonna read the thing on Roll20 gun.
Okay, so anyway, well, Evers.
Regardless of how you came upon this ship, whether or not you are Human Solar Federation, is it the Federation or is it the Republic?
I think it's USR.
Then is there a Republic?
Human Solar Republic.
HSR. Regardless of whether
HS.
you're Republic-sanctioned traders, mercenaries or not, we are willing to compensate you for the recovery of these assets. I've gone through the list now, and I hope that this invoice would be agreeable to you all. And he'll whoop, 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 whoop. And he values the recovery of Veskex. Well, I'll give you a total and then a breakdown. He's willing to offer you 30,000,
Okay.
which should more than cover your operating costs. It's like 10k for Veskex, 2k for each of the Seaboids, and then the rest of the cargo is divided fairly disparately amongst the rest.
How much for the Seaboids?
2k each.
That seems okay.
And then I point over at the box that Veskex is holding and I say, yeah, and how much for the box?
I see you're aware of its contents then.
Yeah. It's quite valuable, isn't it?
We would like to reacquire it. And frankly, we're willing to offer you another 10,000 just for the return of that.
I'm gonna look over at my companions, like, give you guys a little nod with the shrug, like,
Angro gives a clear thumbs up.
Ural will nod back.
and then yeah, I'll look back at him and be like, I think that's an agreeable deal.
Very good. We shall draw up a contract and have it agreed. And complete the process now.
Excellent.
He moves to the side and his screen that floats in front of his face is jittering. All sorts of stuff is appearing on it and scrolling past. You will, of course, still submit to full medical searches.
I think that's fair.
Ural will look at him at that.
He's looking over at you. This one is likely not infected.
You guessed correctly that Ural was going to hold that glance until he acknowledged it.
And I'll point over at Angrel and be like, "Yep,
You're
Yep, we do.
welcome to use the services of the station. I shall draw up a 1-week docking contract for this position in the terms of it that you may enjoy the luxury of.
great."
Thank you
So
for
is the
operating.
contract like being displayed in the air between us?
Not yet. He's almost finished it. And then he says, on behalf of the Vasic Corporation, thank you for your cooperation in this procedure, and thank you for your business, and we hope to do business with you again in the future. Boop, boop, boop. And then the contract appears for you to glance through if you want to.
Ural will read it. Can I give you professional skill, mercy
It'd be
or law space highways?
law space highways would about cover it, yeah.
Just looking for a general impression of it. If it's all he said it was.
It is generally just it covers them for tax reasons more than anything else, is how it looks. And you succeeded. It's most likely some kind of due diligence thing that they have to complete with all their contractors based on whoever their governing body is, or on behalf of the corporation or something like that.
Ural will step back and allow John Smith to sign.
Yep, I signed John Hancock.
It mostly means that the most significant part of it for you is that a record of your ship will be kept.
Okay, but the actual name that I write down is John Hancock.
They're happy with that. Yeah, they take it. He glances at it briefly, glances back at you, and says, "Thank you. Now, if you'd please cooperate with the gentleman. And here are my contact details." Flashes them at the bottom of the contract.
Awesome.
Should you need to
Yeah.
get in touch with me again, or should you desire further employment with the Vasic Corporation.
Keep that in mind. For now, we got some unloading to get done and a medical examination to endure.
As a side note, here is the station procedures, guidelines, and laws for Vort Terminal. I suggest you all read them carefully before disembarking. He gives your Space Marine a good hard stare at that one.
I'll like smile at him and nod.
And then he just nods and turns and glides away. He is walking. He's just perfected that Snape walk.
Okay. The one that only Alan Rick can do.
R.I.P. Rip in
Yup.
peace, little buddy. Why does it just say bottom up here?
What? It's the bottom of the ship.
Okay.
The top text was cut off,
Uh,
so we can't know that we live in a society.
Well. May I go and be sure that I am not going to be fleshy monstered? Thank you. They take that box immediately off him and load it into another box and then put a bunch of stickers on that other box and a group of 4 take it away from you.
Matryoshka drugs.
The medical exam involves pricking your fingertip.
No fingertip.
okay.
Right.
Is that the whole examination?
They make you wait for about 30 seconds while they run it through some device.
Okay.
And it comes up clean.
Great.
The Seaboids kind of disappeared. They all got taken away to the side, and Vesgex too. But they complete your exam on the dock. They approach you, Angrol, like, this one will need a fingertip.
Finger. I'll have to get out the suit.
Yeah.
Or can I just remove one of the arms?
I think you can just remove a hand on that one, yeah. It's not like a super massive... It's not a 40k bulk outfit. It is the commando style one. So it's more like Master Chief, really.
Okay, I'll take him off and just put my print on it.
And your test comes back fine. Ish. They're like, oh. Not infected. Not standard genotype.
Go figure.
Rude.
I'll put it back on and just shrug away whatever he means by that.
And then while all that's going on, Luke, can I justify a crewman spacer to read over the, like, station rules?
Yeah, absolutely.
Success by 5.
Yeah, it's very standard fare. The main thing is only security personnel are authorized to carry weaponry or armor of any kind. It's a grey area whether Ural would be allowed aboard or not at all. Ural himself may be a controlled weapon. Like, you think you could justify it, but you also think security could easily be like, nah then, what is this?
Hey.
My pacemaker is licensed to kill.
All the rules definitely seem devised to maintain the corporate interests.
No guns at all, right?
No guns at all. No knives.
What kind of searches do they do?
Usually none. The station has varying levels of security. But at heightened security levels, you can expect random full searches.
Okay.
But the station is currently in a low level of security. And most parts of it usually are. If something goes off, like someone robs something or turns something off for a jape, then they can just raise security in one area.
Okay.
You're not particularly submitted to any kind of major search on entry to the station. So, providing you're not wearing a battle suit openly, you can get away with it. And people are walking around in plenty of civilian cyber suits everywhere aboard this station.
Okay.
We are trenched with the funds, right?
Trenched with the fronds. I think I missed
Transferred the
Transferred
funds.
the funds.
Transferred the funds. You are entrenched with the fronds. And the money is in your account.
Alright. So everybody gets 10,000.
Was that the arrangement?
30k for the goods,
Oh.
and then they did add 10k for... Well, no, I think that box were worth 10k already out of that 30k.
Ural and John Smith get the same share, but Angrel gets a fixed percentage.
Right.
This seems cruel. Just discuss it in front of him.
Okay. Do we remember what that percent was?
It was either 15 or 20, I think. There are 3 shares: Ship, John, Ural, and then Angrel's percentage.
Oh man, that seems complicated at this point.
Perfect.
It happens to work out right now to probably split it 4 ways.
Yeah.
And it looks like our note sheet is gone again.
It might have just moved to the handouts
Oh,
folder.
yeah, bottom.
Oh yeah. So we lost the box of Pneumo Hypo.
Updated it to add to the ship fund.
Oh right.
And now everyone add 10k to your personal money.
Mm-hmm.
I should take advantage of these moments. Where I just enjoy listening and watching.
Well, we are still docked with their station, right?
Yep, the ship is fully inside. You are inside the station. You're in a
I'm gonna-
huge hangar bay that is entirely empty except for your ship, and you guys is clustered around it.
He's gonna look at Ural and John and say, "Well, the station looks big. Do you think they might have some big problem we can, I don't know, fix more of this benefit?" Meaning the money they just got.
Sorry, you're a bit muffled for me.
Oh, muffled. Let me move this. Is this better?
Yeah, that's way better. So, did you say...
He is saying, well, this is a big station. Do you think they might have a big problem they may pay big for us to fix?
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of work for lowlifes like us on this station.
I'd like that we are at least on the same channel.
What is this thing? I just made it bigger. Just to inspect it.
Looks like someone accidentally
Drew a dot.
hit with the paint tool.
Yeah.
If we are to explore the station, I shall accompany you, John Smith.
I mean, I'm down. I don't think we necessarily have to, but I'm sure there's work to be found.
Mm-hmm.
I do not care for more work here.
Oh, there's bound to be work that takes us away from here.
There's millions of radio channels available if you check your HUDs and frequencies. Radio, grav wave, if you've got it. All sorts. Mostly encrypted, some of them open. Lots of news feed channels and things to read. Job advertisings. There is a crap load of just regular advertising.
My concerns are the services and products available here.
Yeah. Shopping trip.
Soft drinks, clothes, cyber suits,
Cinnabons.
Cinnabons, coffee, insurance, mortgages, reasons to work for Vasic, Orion, or Taurus. And that's TOR-US.
Yeah.
It-
I mean, I'm gonna leave my SMGs on the ship, but I got my force sword up my sleeve.
Yeah, okay.
You may wish to take off your suit, Angirl.
Really? I'll feel naked.
Well, then you might not want to join us on a shopping trip.
If you find some corn or something that you think I'll like, I'll pay for you. I pay for it later.
Some corn.
I might just... Yes.
Did you say corn?
Yes. He wants corn.
Please God, somebody question the corn.
I'm just gonna see if there is a job I can get us at the less attractive parts of the station. If you know what I
Ral
mean.
wouldn't question the corn because he wouldn't find it weird because he doesn't eat.
It's like, humans love corn. John Smith clearly just thinks he misheard.
Okay. I mean,
You can search job advertisements, at least legitimate ones, from the comfort of your bunk. That is true.
He is gonna look for the ones that say instead of stating how much is gonna pay, like talk about let's payment negotiable or too high to be printed, stuff like that.
Okay. You're looking
You're
for
looking
the
for the
ads with
shady
like
Craigslist.
loads of dollar signs. Like,
Well, one that would be like, it's so big that we're gonna have to negotiate on person or something.
Payment negotiable. Here, we value teamwork, cooperation, and fostering a sense of family.
Not those.
they were one that sounded really
We
good.
pay in corn.
Oh, definitely those for those.
Millions of tons of corn available.
Alexa, order 4 tons of canned corn.
Just as we got a new viewer, let's hope they didn't have an Alexa.
okay. Well, I mean, I guess then in that case, Ural and I go shopping.
And presumably we reach a checkpoint at the edge of the hangar.
Yeah, it's as you leave in the express docks, there is a mild security checkpoint. As you walk up to the door, there's a window, just to one side with a few dudes on the other side. Part of your contract was that you were given travel papers to this station.
Yeah, okay.
You can have them set to be visibly, scannable by station security.
Okay.
Okay.
We can guide you through this process now. I'm trying not to do weird. I'm trying not to be racist, but then it always just goes straight kind of racist.
It's better if all aliens are Russian.
Yeah, or just like any white
Ja,
people.
das ist nicht Russisch.
Like any white people. So, like, I'm a Scottish alien. I'm a Seaboyd, but I'm also Scottish. So what you want to do is set your passes right here. We can see them. All the doors you're allowed to go through will open for you. Don't go through any doors you're not allowed to. Shouldn't be a problem.
Well, obviously they're not going to open for us.
Exactly. I like you, sir.
I'll like wink at him.
Welcome to Vort Station on behalf of Vasic Corporation and our conglomerate interests. We thank you for your visit today. And please may I recommend any Vasic Corporation products and services while you're aboard.
Oh, I think we're just touristing right now.
I'm going to say raises an eyebrow. Probably not got eyebrows. And don't get many of those around here, that's for sure. So,
Well, I don't know why this place is just lovely.
well, thank you very much. It's not terrible. It's clean.
Okay.
It's kept to TL. It's definitely like a not cutting edge, but technology from the past decade that you've seen in space anyway.
Okay.
What do you get much of here?
Business, corporate cargo. It's definitely rare that you're here at the express docks.
Yeah, why's that?
Well, you aren't corporate peoples. You're not in uniform. contractors, I'm assuming. Well, the past states as such, so.
Well, more like free merchants, but you know how sometimes it's easier to nudge a couple of things to make life a little easier.
There really isn't much to see on the station. For tourists, let me think. If you head over to accommodation, there's a few nice pubs, bars, restaurants. Get smacked on anything.
What if we were looking to spend some hard-earned money?
Bid markets close by. All sorts come
Yeah.
in to bid, aye.
What can we find there?
Everything. Space fin tuna.
Wait, what was that? I did not catch that.
Space fin tuna. Rare exotic
Space-
Head
goods.
detective?
You're a bit of a, yeah. All sorts. Look it up. There's a, here. He'll show you the directory in the station Craigslist for upcoming cargo bidages.
Okay.
Station's somewhat of a trade hub. I doubt you'll find any small trinkets, but if you're looking to buy something in bulk, you'll probably find a good deal here.
Oh, wonderful.
That should go to the space map and look to where we connected to. Someone's been drawing. There you go, stream. Enjoy that one. I think everyone deserves to see that, even the players. I wonder who did that.
I can't possibly fathom.
Okay, so BD plus 36. God knows what that is. BD plus 11. 2756. BD plus 36. GI 486. GI 447. Nope, that's connected to Salt. GI 436. Yeah. There are a lot of long range hyperspace lanes here.
Okay.
And this station is a place where stuff gets sold and then bought.
Okay.
As well as these three corporate interests using it as their own kind of outpost between more inhabited systems.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I want to go to the bid market. We got a mostly empty cargo hold.
I do think some of your deliveries were due to be made to this station as well.
Were they to be made to the station, or
To this
Can we go off
system.
course?
Correct.
Also in the system, yeah.
They're due in a couple of your deliveries are due in this system, but not on this station.
yeah? But we just freed up a lot of cargo space.
Yep. Uh-huh. This is a good place to buy things.
I want to do that.
Is
wanna go to
there... Oh, continue.
Oh, I was just saying, I want to go. I want to go down there and find the guy who overstocked something that could be valuable to transport. Like, I got the deal on this because I've got 1 billion of them right now.
Okay, someone
Is there alien technology available?
for surezies. This place is all aliens.
Except for
Alien to here.
So far out of the securities, you've only seen Seaboys.
In character?
Sorry.
I'm asking the guard guy.
Oh, sorry. Aye. Well, this is Hand's homeworld. They don't come aboard this station, obviously. But they export all sorts of stuff out. That's what most people come for. But some people come trading weird things from far away.
I have specific interests in specific alien technologies. I trust you can guess which sort. He's trying not to say the word because people sometimes don't react well to the word.
Which word for me?
Iter?
Ita.
Those guys who come and murder people.
Yep. I'm just feeling out how he's going to react. Oh, aye.
Was that a response or what?
I
Sorry.
think you'll find what you're looking for. Probably not in the bid markets though. Head down here. Accommodation, bottom level. Far west into cargo. There's a bit of a crossover there. He marks it out on the security display map. But be careful.
Let us go, John Smith.
Down there also. Security don't patrol much down there. I definitely wouldn't go if we weren't on at least security level 2. Station has 5 levels of security. Alertness. Currently at level 1, with level 5 being the most severe, meaning that you pretty much get killed on sight by security if you're seen in the corridors.
Shall we go find you some new cargo, John Smith?
Yeah. Always need more cargo.
You gotta fill that ship up. You gotta put stuff in that ship.
Oh yeah.
The station does have multiple options for speedy maneuvering yourself. It's small enough that walking only takes, like, at most an hour if you had to go from a corner to a corner. There are also mobile walkways on particularly long stretches, so you can get from a corner to a corner in about 10 minutes. And there's also gravlift tubes, which you are authorized to access with your passes.
Let us take the walk escalator.
Yeah. Let us.
Travelators. I'm pretty sure they're called travelators.
Travelators.
That's what it's called in the
Oh, yep.
what's it? In Gladiators. I think you had something similar called American Gladiators. It was kind of a big deal in the UK, though. Gladiators. There were even, like, roller coasters named after characters in it. That's how big a deal it was. But we digress.
If you type walk escalator, the Wikipedia article for moving walkway still comes on.
We've peaked technologically. We in the future now, people.
So we make our way to bid markets.
Yeah, if you're heading straight to the bid markets. There's too much to list for you to buy. I need like a Dungeon Fantasy book of treasures, but for Ultratech Butcher. Book of Ultratech Butcher.
Can I just roll a merchant for walking around and?
Yeah, just glancing at stuff.
Because we got a ship, and you see, slaps back of ship. This baby can hold so much corn.
Sarah's gonna come back on Saturday and be like, "What's with all the corn?" Okay, that's a good roll. Uh,
Yeah.
God damn it! I could make a reference, but you wouldn't get it.
you and your fancy references.
Why is there all this straw here?
Oh, I get that reference. Who cares? So blow me. Yeah, you've told me that one before. That's an amazing reference.
Don't look that up if you're under 18, or whatever the
If you're under
age,
18,
age
you
is in
shouldn't
your jurisdiction.
you shouldn't be watching this anyway. It is.
Also, don't look it up if you're in the UK, because they got the porn internet stuff.
Corn.
Oh yeah, we allegedly have. I've honestly not suffered any kind of difficulty in experiencing pornography recently. TMI, way TMI. Sorry, everyone. But is it not so much difficulty in experiencing it, but rather my government has logged that I am a filthy social loser. I've got the bad social credits. Irregardless, you arrive at the bid markets, you have a look around. It's hectic. There's lots of weird aliens of types that you've not seen. Fat ones, skinny ones, ones that play on rocks. Flogging all sorts of crap. Mostly just stood with small samples of the cargo. Some of them
Okay.
are selling single items at a very high value. Things like diamonds that are quite large.
Okay. I mean, I guess specifically, I'm looking.
For something that's a good deal.
Yeah, I'm looking for like the good deal. Like, I don't necessarily have to it doesn't have to necessarily sell for a lot of money. It just has to be like, oh, I can buy enough of this that I can make a hefty profit on volume is acceptable.
We might lose
But
money with each individual sale, but we make it up in bulk.
Okay, so you're looking for something you can flip.
yeah, pretty much. Just
There are options, for sure. You feel like...
preferably some shit that's not gonna go bad.
There are food options. Have you got market analysis?
Oh my god, if you do, that'd be the first time I'd seen that roll.
I actually don't.
Okay. And you've not really got area knowledge for the trade routes that this place is on, I'm going to assume.
I do not.
Would current
which is-
affairs help?
Yeah, current affairs
I put it
might
as
help.
junkers because when I was writing my skills list, that seemed like a good word for the type of people. Like, just what are they saying? What were they saying was good?
Success by... Okay, there is a lot of talk.
Bitcoin, though.
There had been talk, and John Smith, you actually have stopped and you're inspecting this cargo of energy cells. No, that's a cop out. Fuck that, it's not energy cells. It's time for a quick break. It's a cargo of
Fair enough.
5-minute break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thank you for the follow, heterotic. Sorry if that gets rid of you, but whatever. So, you guys is exploring the bid market, and by you guys, I mean John Smith and Ural. Angrol didn't want to get out of his suitor armor because he's got issues, so he instead stayed aboard the ship and checked Facebook. Looking for jobs, mainly. And you have come across a couple. Have you got any relevant skills?
John,
Angrol.
current affairs I rolled. Oh, Angrol.
Angrol.
Skills, I do. Defensive is the shield one, or what do you mean?
I think your closest is Spacer.
Oh.
For
Sorry,
looking
I
for
thought you
jobs.
said defensive. Oh, jobs.
No, I didn't say defensive. I said something, but I can't remember what it were.
Sorry, I must have heard.
So, you're looking for potential offers for jobs. There's the obvious corporate employment. Like, it's so easy to get a job on board this station. Like, if you want paid work, you pretty much just have to walk up to either Vasic, Orion, or Taurus and say, employ me, and they will, providing you're not contractually obligated to anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
There is also private listings, and some of those take your fancy. People offering shares in recovered cargo. Stuff that kind of sounds like the job you're on at the minute.
That's what I'm looking for.
All right. And then another general offer that stands every day between like midnight and 4 a.m. station time at cargo.
What is that one about?
It's unclear. It's intriguing.
I'll definitely check it out then.
All right. Back at the bid markets, you've stopped at something that looks like it could be a good deal, John Smith, and Ural does recognize the technology. It's retro-reflective fabric.
Ah,
There was talk back in the Outer Kuiper that there might be a shortage there soon.
good to know. Yeah, I'll start negotiations.
Is this like a flea market type deal or more sophisticated?
Flea market to an extent. The cargo that they're selling isn't here, but the person selling it is usually. This person is just sat behind a desk. He's got displays and a small sample of his retro-reflective armor for inspection.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. So, how much you got?
We have several tons.
Interesting. And what's the going rate?
I should have opened Tech and Toys. It'd have the price for this in it.
But it's fucking retro, so it's awesome.
Yeah, retroreflective means that if you shine something at it, it's reflected right back at the source.
It's full of the Ultratech base description of it is that it's embedded with metallic fibers covering spherical micro lenses. Those in turn have got mirrors that are atomically structured such that light hitting them is reflected directly back at the source.
Like if you shine a thing at a corner made of mirrors.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing, or if the Windows screensaver thing hits near a corner, it goes to the right next to it, and then it bounces almost the same way it came.
Yeah, the DVD menu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it can do that with lasers that are fired at it, for example. So, like, you shoot a laser at it, and you suddenly find yourself getting shot by a laser.
Oh, okay, that's less stupid now. I mostly knew about it because they try to avoid retroreflectors and stealth technology.
Mm. Oh, this is like ultra retroreflective, such that and it's visible light and near infrared lasers that it's effective against.
Well, in any case, I'm not looking to use it. I'm looking.
You look to buy it, yeah, it would be very valuable in Sol right now. This isn't particularly a technology that the human Solar Republic makes widespread usage of, and such it's something that people like junkers in the Outer Kuiper Belt like to arm themselves with.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So how much cargo can your ship hold?
Your ship has got a crap ton of space available, like 150 tons, and I think you've got nowhere near that aboard.
Money is the key issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's all right, what's he selling it for? Forgot around to that.
I think this
Asked
is
earlier.
per square foot. Is that per square foot in Tekken Toys, the armored material table?
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing it at 1k a foot. So this is an incredibly light material, really. But 1k a foot
Well,
sounds
wait,
really
Tekken
good.
Toys is price per pound.
Oh, price per pound. So... yeah, because you use the cost modifier to get the weight, and then you use the... How many pounds in a ton again? 2,000?
Maybe? Sure.
200,000 a ton?
2,000.
200,000 a ton.
Oh.
In fact, no. You know what? This is the flea market jobby. You've come across a guy who's got a single crate, and he's like, excess stock.
What is it?
It is the retro reflective stuff. He's just got one crate of it. That is asking 200k for the lot.
Okay.
But you feel like it's flippable. Highly flippable. Maybe
Not
just a bit
have
too dear.
100K. Got. I'm not. I 200K is out of my price range. Like.
Alright. No, yeah, my bad. Sorry for wasting your time. Something in your price range.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't necessarily looking for like super high end cargo. I mean, literally like, I'm looking to make
Corn.
my 50K into 55K sort of deal. Like, if I can do better, that'd be great. But like, that's what I was looking for.
In
Think
that case,
penny stocks.
Yeah, your best bet is...
So I mean, if there's like some sort of alien silk that's just like, has no armor, but the fashion people love it.
Okay, yeah. You kind of...
Like that's kind of more like what I was thinking this was.
You were in the wrong area, let's say.
Okay.
And then he's like, sorry for wasting your time. I believe you want that aisle. You head over there and immediately find, like, 50 tons of Velourian fabrics. Shimmery.
Okay.
That is selling for a K a ton.
Oh, okay. Well, that's perfect. I will haggle. She's got 50. I will give you.
I have 50 of these.
I'll give you 40 for the whole lot right now.
Ah, 40. 40 is no kind of price to sell these. Wait, success by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are the best fabrics on the station. 40. No, I could not do it.
His offer was good.
Please, these are the...
I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Okay.
And see that I have a skill note there.
You do have a skill out there. It is a good offer, but it is still it is too low. I would barely recoup my costs. Look how fine this fabric is. But for you tall gentlemen... She's a really tiny, wizened old squamer.
Okay.
For you tall gentlemen, I can do 47.
45.
She looks up at Laurel again and licks her very dry lips. Like, the tongue takes a good 5 seconds to pass from one side to the other. She's like, 46. And I throw in these for you. She holds out a pair of hats.
Hats.
Hats. The kind of hat
Like
that...
toques?
It's a bit like a fez. It's got
socially inept, but surprisingly. Wait, was he good at getting girls? I forget. And from an ambiguously third world country.
Who are we talking about? I've lost myself.
Fez from that 70s show.
Oh, Fev. Stupid. I love that 70s show, but that bastard Hyde, one of my favourite characters as well, turned out to be an utter cunt. What a cunt. If you be a cunt, I'm going to cancel you. And I know that all the celebrities care so much about my opinion, so I am doing the right thing. Irregardless. Yes, Fez. There were an episode where someone from his own country showed up and they spoke like me.
Anyhow, digesting. I will give her the 46.
Oh, thank you kindly. And she throws in it's only there's like a box of 200 of those hats in various colours and adornments.
I'll give her 600 for it.
Oh. She were throwing it in, but a kind tip.
Oh, I don't take any free.
No, you were paying for it.
Yeah, you were paying.
46,000.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I
You know,
will.
it was part of her haggle to make you pay 46k. So it'd be a bit weird
Okay.
for you to throw another
Yeah.
600 down.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
She's like, ah, excellent, excellent.
Good doing business with you. I assume you'll make sure it finds my ship, and I'll.
She frowns when you show her the stowage location. She says, oh, you do not look like company travelers. Or company stockists.
We did them a favor. They helped us out a little.
Makes sense. Vasek not interested in fabrics. More Orion like fabrics.
Yeah. You just have such wonderful fabric. I thought the galaxy deserved it distributed. And then we'll go off on your all's adventure.
Ensure that you inform Angol of the incoming shipment.
Oh yeah, actually, I will actually inform the ship of the incoming ship. Well, no, Angel's the cargo master.
He's got a job to do.
Yeah,
And
he's got.
reiterate that if he is willing to take off his armor, his assistance would be appreciated.
Yeah, I will send that in the message as well. Like you're still welcome. You just gotta take off the armor for now.
Angrel?
Yeah, bro, wanna go to the movies? You just gotta take off your skivvies first.
Yeah. After he tells you about the job, he will definitely.
Job, what job?
Well, the ones that he's supposed to go. Not sure if that would interfere with the movies.
Maybe. It's
Remember the one at midnight? Not sure.
Explain the job in character.
I'd not
Yes.
explained the job very well to begin with. It is a allegedly soldiering job.
Oh. The one at midnight, right?
Yeah, at midnight to 4 a.m. you can go to report to go on. It's they have sorties. Where to is
Oh,
not
okay.
specified. It's company run though, but it's
And
not
it's from midnight to 5 a.m., right?
midnight to 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Okay. So he will say, "Of course, I'd like to see a good motion picture. I did found a job that required us to be there at midnight until 4 a.m. Seems like a good payment for a 4-hour job. Some soldier theory. If you're up to, Captain."
Corporation?
It says none.
I'm sorry. Me.
But I think I've lost myself. I don't think I've got ever lost with me.
Did I say something wrong?
I think I did. That midnight to 4 a.m. one is a corporation job. And it sounds like it's for missions that last a lot longer than 4 hours.
Oh, I thought it was like from midnight to 4 and it paid a lot, so that was interesting.
No, it does pay a shit ton. And it
Okay.
advertises as soldiering.
Okay, but it's not 4 hours.
No, it's more like a week.
Okay, so he says, yeah, a week's job, but it does pay a lot, Captain. In case you're interested.
I mean, we got deliveries to make and shipments coming in. That's not really our line of business. So you find us some shady ass shit to do in the middle of the night as we're getting the hell out of Dodge. I'm in, but
Station security does advertise bounties as well. For criminals wanted aboard the station who may or may not be still aboard the station somewhere.
Would any of them would have like a really, really big reward?
Yeah.
Do I need to roll to get
Mm.
that one and say, I found this one? How about it?
You could just show them that the like most wanted list straight away, and there's
Yep.
the top 10. Like number
Okay,
one
yeah.
is worth 10 million credits.
That one's on the station.
He's wanted on the station. He's very likely not aboard the station.
Yeah, it was okay. That might be
Suspected
something lost in
aboard the
translation.
station. 10k.
10K. Okay. He will say, this one is on the station for 10 grand. That's the only other one I have found there, Captain.
Ooh, roll me IQ though, Angrel.
Sure. Ooh, on the nose.
Yeah, it's been a couple of hours since you docked, and a new one just popped up before this message that you recognised. It's one of the Seaboids that you rescued, and he's got a bounty of 2k.
2,000 or 20,000?
2,000. It's the same as what you got for bringing him in.
Oh.
Just an
I'll
interesting...
show that to John.
Yeah.
I'll definitely show that to John.
The guy you
Also-
just spent a week with has gone AWOL.
Can we get in contact with him? Like, does he have a? Did he ever give us
His private kick?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I
Some
think,
way of.
I think you did exchange that information at some point.
I am going to send him a message like, "Hey, saw the wanted poster. We're headed down to." Shopping excursion.
You cut out a lot for me there.
Oh,
We're heading down to...
did that help?
No.
God damn it!
Should we change server location? It's the Kobold Cafe, maybe not. I like look back at the server we're in and see that it's got quite a few people in it nowadays. If you'd like to join our server, consider becoming a supporter on Patreon. We should make that an option, and I could easily. So, if
I
you
think
would...
it's just that it wasn't picking up your voice well enough.
Is this better?
Yep.
Better?
Sounds like
Better?
it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I guess it was my mic placement.
Mhm.
I'm gonna send that guy a message like, "Hey, we're heading down to wherever your all's little adventure taking us to."
Okay. Cargo accommodation.
Yeah.
Do you just take the walkways?
I mean, whatever's the best way to get there.
The quickest way would be to take grav tubes past corporate officers to the security area, and then take a different grav tube to cargo, and then take another grav tube down to the bottom. But that would involve scanning your passes like 3 times to get into and out of the to get into the grav tubes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And Angrel decided not to get naked and join?
He's gonna join if he has to, and take his suit off if he has to.
You don't have to join. If you did,
Oh.
you would have to take your suit off. Well, you wouldn't have to, but you'd get as far as the security checkpoint that exits the hangar. And they'd be like, hold up there, son. This is not a war zone. Please take off your war suit.
Well, he's not gonna leave it there, so he's probably gonna
Yeah.
know that and leave it on the ship.
Okay, perfect. What's your underwear like? If you got regular clothes?
He's just gonna go with some normal black pants, a belt, a white shirt, and just look like some peasant from some off agricultural planet.
Lovely.
He does look buff though, like he.
Oh, yeah,
Since he does the cargo and keeps himself on regime.
You're ripped as balls, mate. Any religious tattoos or anything?
No, but he's wearing one of those shirts that you can see the whole arms and it's just the
Wife beater?
torso.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I don't know how you call them.
What?
And you can see that not only his arms are buff, but he has a lot of burn.
Okay. You get a lot of targeted ads for plastic surgery while you're aboard this station, I think. That is a flavour point I should point out to you. Just about all the empty surfaces on walls, ceilings of this place are advertisements.
It is good that you could join us, Angrol.
Yeah, you'd end up meeting up at the cargo accommodation, kind of join up point before you're heading down. Probably just outside the grav lift for this area.
Thanks. I just don't like to be outside my armor much.
I was informed that this... Oh, continue.
Oh, sorry. It's kind of hard to grab the equipment without the extra strength from it.
I was informed that this area is potentially dangerous. Be on guard.
I will.
Already as you arrive over at this edge, things are much less well kept. In the express docks, everything is clearly branded Vasic and very well ordered. In the bid markets, everything was branded Vort Terminal, but was still very well taken care of. Maybe not as modern and as up to date as at Vasic's express dock, but still, this compared to this place, it was frankly lovely. Like grav lifts can't take you all the way. They've not been installed to that region yet, it says. And so you end up having to take a regular elevator, which is still quite fast.
John, you may wish to stand between Angrol and myself for your own safety.
I'll shrug and do just that.
Oh, I should also mention that gravity's varied in different parts of this station, between about 0.5 and 1.6 G, but for the most part it is about 0.86-ish.
Is there anyone else in the elevator with us?
No. There's lots of tiny ones. We only enough room for about 5 people. And yours is pretty packed with the beefy fellas that are in it. I.e. you 3.
Ding!
There's like a flickering light. It's a dark corridor that it's opened out onto. There's stains. There's a little cleaning
Let's put some
drone.
explosives in the bathroom and lure some guards there.
Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, do that. Do that now. A voice does actually kind of say, this would be a great place to cut off some heads, Ulrich. Not Ulrich, Angrol.
I wish I had my suit then.
What do you mean a voice says that?
No voice says that. You don't hear anything.
Does say, I wish I had brought my suit.
I should direct you to my 5th disadvantage, by the way.
Oh, wait a minute. Have I got multiple people I'm meant to be talking to here? So yeah, Urel and Angrel. You both kind of hear a short statement, not entirely identical.
Rawls is not hearing, it's more of just a,
Urge.
I should do this.
A compulsive thing, okay. If you've got a weapon on you, you feel the urge to pull it out. Not you, John Smith, but Angrel and Urel both. Well, Urel feels the urge to Angrel. He has a voice saying, like, heads will fall here.
I was informed that we could find ITER technology here. Keep your eyes peeled.
It's dim. Not well kept. There are advertisements still. They're like, all the light in here is pretty much provided by the glowing backlight of the wall screens. They've clearly not received much of the nano upgrades that the corporate parts of the station enjoy. And it does seem to be mostly residential as you walk in along this corridor. Apartments on either side. You hear noises coming from inside various ones. Music, shouting. Loud advertisements playing. And then when you come to a crossroads, there's a sign above for subsection medical straight ahead, subsection leisure left, and subsection residential B to your right. The way you just came from was subsection residential A.
Can I give you a streetwise to try and figure out where I might want to go for this?
Yeah. Look at that roll. Leisure's gonna be like a small shopping district, the strip mall of the subsection. Like, it's clear that this place does not get much policing. You're guessing that there is probably some minority group of aliens been forced into this kind of area of the station. They're probably really good at working menial jobs, you think, based on the location to cargo. Probably a bunch of Angrols. But it's potentially... the crickets still not got a name for them. But they kind of get forced into these areas. Also, the gravity you would feel has changed. It's like 0.81 here instead of 0.86. Compared to Sol standard. Stupid Sol standard.
Rawl will lead them onwards.
Towards leisure. And yeah, it opens up a bit. Starts looking more like the lobby in that Dread movie. But much lower ceiling. And there are a whole bunch of people milling about. In fact, more humans than anything else, you think, as you come round the corner. But still, a fair amount of crickets and seaboids. A couple of Squama sapiens. A few things that you don't recognise.
Is there anyone just kind of standing around looking suspicious, but also in the way that looks like they know stuff?
Maul steps forward. You know he's called Maul because that's what it says at the subtitles. And he says, "New to Riften, are you?" You. And then someone else steps forward while he's talking and interrupts and says, never worked an honest day's life. Never worked. Oh my god, I don't even. My name's Brynjolf.
Never lifed an honest day's work in your
Money.
work.
Gal.
Have
Toy
you, lad?
purse. I always plays ladies in Skyrim. So they never call me lad.
But yeah, so there is someone who walks towards us.
No one walks towards you, but a lot of people look over at you. There's someone who matches your description exactly, a lone person in a very fancy but scummy cyber suit. Like, he's clearly not trying to be too flashy, but John Smith, you recognize it as the same brand cyber suit as the one you're wearing.
Follow at 5 paces.
There's also...
And then Ural will approach the man directly.
Kinda, you were looking for him, so I pointed him out, but there's a more noticeable group of about 6 humans, all smoking and sat around a table being noisy, kind of towards the middle of the room. It looks like a, the mall food area, the food court. It's like a big food court. It's pretty much what this place is.
I walk straight towards the creepy guy at the edge of the food court.
He watches your approach and puts his hand kind of like at his side against his hip in a, like, I've got a weapon here kind of motion, and says, "Do I know you?"
No. There are products that I'm seeking. I was informed that I could find them here. I do not care to walk around until I stumble across them.
You after gear, upgrades, bits of others like you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. John Smith. Alright. Oh, but that is significant. As John Smith steps up beside you, he turns and looks and says, "Holy shit. No fucking way. You're John Smith."
No. John Hamilton.
Nah. I know who you is.
No, John Hamilton. See, that's what my paperwork said.
Uh,
I'll even show it to him.
Was
Where
it
it
John
says John
Hancock?
Hancock?
Hancock. Yes.
It's
John
funnier if you
Hancock.
say your name's John Hamilton and then show him that saying John Hancock.
John Hancock.
Obviously. Give me body language, anyone who's got it.
I don't.
I have chemistry.
Okay. I to bits. I can hook you up with John Hancock. Why are you here?
Oh, my Patriot here is here on business.
Indeed.
Is that what you call each other?
Yes, my compatriot.
Oh, compatriot. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you might have been saying patriot as like a code for revolutionaries.
Oh, no. Compatriot.
Compatriot. Mm-hmm. That's just a word.
Yes, Tavarich. Not merely parts from captured specimens, but also from ships. From facilities, if possible.
We've got... I can point you in direction of someone. But there's a lot of people want to meet you, John Hancock.
Why ever for?
He just, like, nods his head to look behind you. And there's kind of like a family. 2 kids. Tiny baby. Beleaguered looking male and female humans. We... I need a name for a ship. We were on HSR 222.
The Argos.
The Argos. You saved our life, John Smith.
No, it wasn't me. I'm not John Smith.
Please. The grandfather, who you'd not noticed before, kind of huddles forward. He's like, please, take this. John Smith.
I couldn't. I really, really couldn't.
We owe everything to you.
Well, whoever this John Smith guy, he must be a good guy.
The grandpa's just like weeping at you.
Sounds like it's still fellatio time from John Smith. He must be a great guy.
No, more like I'm just trying to play it like... you don't know me shit. Like...
At least take this. This picture of you, clearly drawn by a child. I drew this for you, says the grandpa.
All right, thank you, and I'll take it, and oh, thank you, and I'll like put it in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. It's like Napoleon Dynamite style portrait of you,
Okay.
clearly drawn from your wanted poster,
Okay.
or like the news stills that they showed when it went down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Do you need a place to
I-
stay? You're always welcome.
No.
We have
No. I'm fine. I've got everything taken care of. And then you said there was a child?
yeah, 2 childs. Female presenting girl, male presenting boy, baby, gender irrelevant.
All right. I give them all. I give the kids 100 each.
The parents just cry. Thank you, John Smith.
Ah, shit. Hold on. Gotta roll some. Okay.
Shit.
I still give them. I still give the parents 400.
You hear a voice say, "Oi, not enough enough. That's enough of that." It's one of the people that you saw sat at the table.
Oh god, that guy.
Oh, hey!
He's got a big fat cigar in his mouth, though. It's like, you move along, you fellas. Don't crowd the traders. It's a mistaken identity case, that's all. And they're like, yes, Mr. Radislav. Right away, Mr. Radislav. And he's like, now, my boy here, gestures at the person you've been talking with, tells me you're looking for ITA technology.
Yes.
Normally I'd wonder why. But let's skip right past that business, shall we?
We shall.
Just this way, please. It's up 2 levels. My radio repair shop.
Ural will gesture for Angrel to take one side and Ural will take the other, sort of forming like a diamond shape with Rado in the lead, John behind him, Ural and Angrel on either side.
Mm-hmm. You'd see that the group of people who were sat at the table have put out the cigarettes and cigars and are now stood up behind him. A couple of them are wearing cyber suits, and the bloke who was stood with you talking is coming with you as well. So it's about 4. It's 4 of those. It's Radislav, the man who you were just talking to, whose name is Cranston. Always Cranston. And then 2 more from the table.
Where do
Makes it
these
wedge.
people sound like they're from?
Is it?
It's like when you hear someone speak like this,
Yeah.
you are knowing that they're Russia.
Neptunians, I want to say.
Okay, and where is John Smith from?
He's technically
Or
from
does
the.
he sound like he's from?
You sound like from the inner planets, don't you, John Smith?
Actually, like I am from. Let's see. There we go. No, I am actually from
Vesta.
Yeah, Vesta.
Oh, so you're
So
a
Outer
belter.
Kuiper?
Yeah,
Oh, outer Kuiper belter.
yeah. Like, grew up way away from civilization.
Ural will switch to Outer Kuiperian.
Do you speak that? Well, regardless.
What was that about?
Oh, I got this thing where people think I'm this guy sometimes.
And you are not.
No, I totally am. Some people really like me, other people really don't.
Ural's gonna Google, or the equivalent, John Smith.
Yeah. I'll take a straight current affairs check or research at like a +4. Current affairs junkers.
Oh, looks like everyone's going to feed some more children now.
Is he occasionally muting?
He's occasionally BRBing.
I need to get that up so I can see it. I've just been looking at the stream like a nerd. I've been missing out on all the dank memes.
5-5 for my current affairs.
Yeah. You put it together now. His name's never actually been publicly displayed in HSR propaganda as John Smith, but he's kind of a mega terrorist, according to HSR propaganda. Most in the Kuiper Belt see him. Most humans in the Kuiper Belt see him as a sort of Che Guevara figure almost. He
Little
uncovered.
John Smith heads on t-shirts.
That's how it'll be in about 20 years, yeah. Like, this is my favorite terrorist.
Yep.
He uncovered a huge corrupt plot where the HSR was pretty much ferrying people out to new settlements in other star systems as slaves. And he rescued a whole shitload of them. As in, like, millions. When he found out what he were doing.
He was so secretive that like it wasn't really hard to just have a moral dilemma and be like, I can save them easy.
Check the cargo. Oh, it's 1 million babies.
Yeah.
Check the destination. Slave Colony 4. That sounds,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's more like what the actual story is. Like, I didn't do much.
You pretty much just, yeah, you had command of, like, a Navy vessel already. Your crimes really amount to, like, theft of government property. But the public reaction to it in certain places was so strong that the government response was excessively more so in response.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Aral will keep walking.
okay, yeah. But pretty much, if
Oh,
you were
yeah,
in the
continue.
human Solar Republic and like you went on radio, say this is John Smith requesting a hyperlane on video, then your ship would probably just get shot a second later.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Which is
largest delay would
hysterical.
just be them trying to think, wait, what did I just hear?
But it only takes a minute to get up the stairs and arrive at his radio shop, which is deserted and the sign says closed. But he unlocks the door and opens it. Cranston will come inside with you, but the other two guys stand outside the door.
Can I give a soldier check to try and see what sort of... or tactics for the room?
Yeah. Okay, there's a counter that provide good cover. There's a few benches for good cover, but yeah, if something goes down, you'll have yourself in a real good spot. You reckon?
Okay.
There's good places we cover where you can get sight on the door if they try and come in, and you get yourself in a good position if Cranston or Radoslav try and start any shit. So, Eitertech. We have these. He taps a few buttons on a console, and the wall kind of moves aside. Moves aside again.
All Men in Black style?
Not quite. More like it's rotating the cargo that's behind the wall. So a bit Men in Black style. There's just a few more cycles and less fancy. And then I think I might need you to tell me exactly what kind of stuff you'd be interested in finding. Like as an outer character. But it'll do.
Yeah, I suppose stuff to expand my body of knowledge, because currently he has weapons and armor, but doesn't know much about much else, because he wasn't himself when he was in that position. So,
Yep.
Really, like pieces of ship technology, defensive energy shield technology, anything really.
Okay, yeah. Cranston will say, you mentioned ship technology, did you not? Yeah, show him
That would be quite interesting.
the thing we pulled on that last sortie. And Rado will, like, smile and cycle the cargo again and open it, and it's a big panel of spacecraft armor.
Okay.
But you can see it's got like circuitry and other stuff embedded within it.
Ural will go over and
It's definitely got high
inspect it.
research value for like the ITER spacecraft.
What else do you have?
We picked up a few what we think are computer systems. Yeah. It's in a bag because it looks to be quite sticky. It's some kind of TL10 storage, data storage. You can still see the
Partially biological.
yeah, you can still see the company brand on it, but attached and surrounding it is this like
Flesh.
gross, sticky mass. We think it's supposed to be in some kind of liquid, like it's an organ or something. But you're probably more interested in where
Yes.
we found this, I'm guessing.
That would also be interesting.
Yeah.
How long ago?
He looks over at his mates and they say, oh, his mate, Cranston. And Cranston says, last month.
Nearby?
Relatively. You don't need to go
How
into
much for the
hyperspace.
lot?
Rado smiles.
Hull armor. Computer. Coordinates.
He's like, I never thought I'd sell all this. Couple of quick GM checks. But it's kind of dodgy stuff. And those coordinates, I think, could be quite valuable to a few people. Because it's not just ITERs what's there.
Ural will give a pointed look to John Smith.
Now, present company, of course.
I mean, he gives a, can you negotiate this look?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Haggle with this bastard for me. You do sound interested in these coordinates based on this very little information you've had. It's also clear in my head what went down there.
Yeah. I'll negotiate. Start the haggling.
Oh, I see. You've made a roll.
Like, how much was he asking for it?
I could let you have all this stuff for 10k. I'll give you them coordinates for free, seeing as you're with John Smith.
10K. You can't go down just a bit. We'll give you 8.
If you need them, then yeah, 8 will do it. Now, I can't ship this stuff to whatever dock you're at internally.
It was just like a small amount, though.
Yeah. You'd want a grav cart to move it. Maybe like £600 worth of stuff. Not 600. £200 worth of stuff.
Should I get my armor?
No,
No
still not
need.
gonna let you on here.
Angrel,
Yeah.
there is a hover cart in my room. Could you retrieve it?
All right.
One
I'll
sec.
be-
One sec.
I mean, is there a dock that I could just park over here?
Angrel, you could lift it with one hand.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, I need to adjust something quickly. Yeah, you could lift it with one hand. Without
Okay,
the
I'll
suit.
try. Awesome. Yeah, I'll bring it.
You are very buff.
Also,
A few people
Why we hired him?
a few people gear looks as you're carting it past if you're leaving, but you're not leaving straight away. I'll get to that when it happens. So these coordinates. If you're still in the heroing business, John Smith, there's probably people need saving here.
Ural
No,
will
I'm-
send him over 8,500.
Thank you kindly. He nods. We think Itas made a hit and run. Guys we encountered must have not jumped. They had damage to their engines already, we think.
How long ago was this?
1 month.
Alright.
It's a kind of ship would it be? No, in fact, there's no people there, but there might still be Itas left. Probably still Itas left. Definitely salvage available. It's a colony ship. Hands. Ancient, busted, massive. We was salvaging. And then we found the Ita held sections. And then their ship came to life. And then we barely managed to get out. Must have been some big battle there some time ago.
Did you kill the Iters you found?
We took out their ship. Disabled it. We didn't bother going aboard, though. We just got out of there quick in case any more were appearing. It was already damaged, but it packed a punch. We lost a panel. Saved us lives, though.
Huh.
This is kinda my little community. I look after them. Corporations won't. Most of them won't be welcome back in Sol.
And you have been stranded here ever since that incident in the other universe with the interstellar gate.
Sounds like a Stargate reference. I'm not into that nerd shit. I watch porn and porn only.
Well, that's a shame.
He turns his telly on, and you see like just a gibbering mass of tentacles on the screen, and he turns it back off. And it's like, oh, that's hot shit.
But the tentacles were gently jumping across a beach. Space
Ooh.
Baywatch.
Space
Space Baywatch.
Yep. Space Hasselhoff comes in.
Spasselhoff.
That sounds
Wouldn't that
offensive.
just be Hasselhoff?
Yeah, I'm
I think that
pretty
would just
sure
be
he's an alien.
Hasselhoff.
I'm pretty sure in one of the Men in Blacks we've seen Hasselhoff on the screen of people who are actually aliens.
Oh yes.
And if we've not, that's a major oversight on the writers. Whole team.
We go.
I think it's a good time for a quick break. But I am good to carry on. I'm having fun. It's a bullshit session. I think we've reached that conclusion by now.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
People want to carry on, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's at least one more bit we can do.
Alright then. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. we're back. So, was there anything else I can offer you? It's been a pleasure doing business with you. You'll always be welcome in Rado Town.
Very well.
By that time, would he had come back?
I don't think you've left yet.
Didn't he left for the thing on?
No, because you found out that
You
it's
can-
easy for you to carry.
Yeah, you can
Oh.
carry it without having to go to grab anything.
Oh,
You were just the fucking Hulk.
Yeah.
Uncle Smash.
Oh, but yeah, no, we do need to get to that. So, you probably take that straight back to your ship. It is technically contraband.
Oh. Haha.
But the silks aren't. But they're arriving at your ship already. They'll be at the docking platform now.
Okay. Well, I will head straight to the docking platform. Like, I got a shipment of fabrics that I gotta go check in.
Alrighty, says the security guard as you walk past. He, like, nods his cap to you.
What level of contraband would you say this is?
It's LCE3 stuff. So, it's controlled, the ownership of it, for sure. Mostly, it's part of the station manifesto. It's a subsection on a clause added after ITER interference, whereby all ITER technology should be handed into security. Possession is forbidden, and if found, it will be confiscated, and you can be fined up to 5,000 credits and or subjected to up to 1 month labor.
Opposed to slave labor.
Are we carrying it in a crate or something?
Yeah, you've not just got it out. He gave you an unmarked crate that can be sealed.
Aral will confidently walk the exact same place with the same guards as before.
Purchasing something, are you?
What?
Your advice from earlier was useful. Many thanks.
And he'll just continue walking through.
He'll wink at you. And John Smith, they arrive on the docking platform with the contraband goods and have not been arrested, it seems.
Oh, beautiful.
The guards we had to walk through are the ones who told me where to get it.
Oh, right. Right.
He rolled a good reaction check for you, and I felt nice, so I made it GM higher. We're like a reverse crit on a... yeah. And I'm pretty sure he was a Veskex who had no idea what the big... He doesn't know what the deal with the IT technology is. Laws added by humans that he doesn't much care for.
A squaw, you mean?
Squaw, yeah.
Veskex was a specific individual.
Yeah, token individual. Not type. Of things that there can be said to be those that are said of a subject and those that are belonging to a subject. Shut up, Aristotle. Get out of my brain. Your categories are pointless.
Angral,
Yes.
You spoke of jobs. You spoke of combat jobs.
Yes. Interested?
Potentially.
I'm interested on the great pay and the great service. If only the captain could agree. But he is right. We are nothing but cargo. What do you think?
Unfortunately, I must agree. We must reach our other destination and then head off to our new destination.
Indeed.
The particularly high-paying job, with like extra double bonuses for danger pay, is one for Orion Corporation, which is pretty much just fighting hostile alien life forms on planets that they want to settle. Things like space T-Rexes.
Nice.
I mean, leave it on the table, but
Perhaps we could come back after our next salvage.
But that's more
Yeah.
like a drop ship kind of deal. You sign up for a week, you get, if you pass, like a physical, you get given some basic training, and then you get given a gun and told to point it at the monsters.
Can we sign up next time the ship is unavailable?
Every day, midnight till 4 a.m. is when they recruit.
But you said it takes like a week.
It's a week-long contract.
Yeah.
So
They're basically just Shanghaiing people coming out of bars drunk.
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah.
Not many people sign on for a second week for a couple of reasons.
Mostly because they're dead.
Yeah, mostly because they're in the belly of the space T-Rex.
Shoot her!
Or they accidentally,
Shoot her!
clever girl.
What's that Tom Cruise film that ended up actually being good? Edge of Tomorrow. These guys are kind of
Yeah.
blowing themselves up with grenades in the battle suits.
Okay.
That's the main cause of death, is battlesuit operator error.
Didn't he use an axe on the manga?
Yeah, he did. That manga's very good. The alien design's weird and cooler as well. Just like balls with spikes.
Yeah.
We digest. But yeah, it's a very interesting sounding job for sure.
Well, I mean, my interest is to finish loading the ship and then leave.
Very well. On to our earlier destination.
There's definitely I just wanted to point out salvage opportunities, on worlds like that, John Smith.
On worlds like what?
On worlds like the one that Orion is currently blasting. It is in this system. It's actually a moon around the Hand's homeworld. And it's only got 0.6 G. But it's got an atmosphere and
Well, I do want to
lots of
be
life.
expedient on delivering the other goods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously.
Got a bunch of goods that I was hired pay on arrival.
Maybe we should end it about here then. I'm not sure if this would be a good place to have. Nah, it don't really make much of a difference.
it is kind of a good place, since we still gotta negotiate that with the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, you do need to negotiate it with the ship for sure.
Aight then.
Yeah, so we should probably call
Yeah.
it there. Nice short session. I definitely enjoyed it.
We need those sessions too, because that, you know,
Yeah.
added some character
Good
stuff,
development.
and you know, it
It's good character development.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's
Cool.
took care of the like nuts and bolts.
it's nice to get longer scenes. Just a key selection of characters as well. More realistic for how media is in most senses.
Have a random adventure with less than the full cast.
I think the episode where a community where Troy says to Abed, like, so you're just constantly having your own side adventures, and Abed says, yeah, and Troy's like, cool, me too, yeah.
It's the episode where a couple members of the cast were really, really pregnant during filming.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
So they just went, okay, no, this person's unavailable.
But thanks for watching. Luke, I GM'd, if you can call it that, this session. We are in reverse order: Everoth, Jared, and James.
Hey,
Just the one James.
Hey, it was still fun. Don't worry.
Yep.
got some shit done.
Thanks for having a watch. Thanks for the follow, Heterotic. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to join our private Cobalt Cafe server, seriously look at our Patreon. We charge for it, apparently. No, that's I don't even know what I'm on about. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.